Good morning, eighth grade. Hope we're all doing well. Can you believe that we got 3 inches of snow yesterday? That's unbelievable. So today, Monday, April 13th, our new assignment is on plate boundaries, kind of building off of last week, plate tectonics. We learned a little bit about the theory of continental drifting, a little bit about who Alfred Wegener was. Alfred Wegener was the meteorologist who actually kind of came up with one of the more recent scientific discoveries that not discoveries, I should say, but realizations of our Earth, and that our crust is broken up into lots of pieces and they move very slowly, but they move over time. And that's the cause of a lot of the different land features you see, like the shapes of the continents. You also get mountains from it, and there's all sorts of evidence from it. Today, we're going to spend a little bit more time just learning what happens at the plate boundaries. And we're going to focus a lot on plate boundaries this week. So, use the slides Monday, April 13th, and the video shared that I'm making right now to help answer the questions on slides 7, 8, and 9. The questions are due by Saturday, and Thursday we'll have a check-in, so make sure you use this for that check-in. Say here in today's class comment section, so then we can do attendance properly. And my office hours are from 12:30 to 1 through this link. Just know that I think I made it, so then you will get an invite. Um, you'll get an invite to the meeting if you want to come. So if you want to, that'd be great. If not, no worries. I'm here. I'm available. So let's check out our assignment. Loading, 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 loading. All right, so Monday, April 13th. So just wanted to give you guys an idea of the schedule. Oh, I forgot to update that. Today, plate tectonics and plate boundaries. Tomorrow, let's see, tomorrow it'll be plate tectonics, plate boundaries as well. What happens at each plate boundary. Wednesday will be which boundaries are constructive and which boundaries are destructive. And then Thursday we'll have our check-in. So our week is focusing primarily on plate boundaries. So sorry I forgot to add that, but I'll let you know each day what we're learning about. You can still turn in assignments the day they're assigned. Office hours are 12:30 to 1, Monday through Thursday. Use the link. This is just a reminder for all of us. So, plate tectonics, plate boundaries. How do plates move at? There are 3 types of boundaries: transform boundaries, divergent boundaries, convergent boundaries. The picture to the right kind of shows each example of the plate boundary. It's our job to understand which one moves which way. Okay. So, a couple key pieces of vocab to start with. What's a tectonic plate? Tectonic plates are pieces of the Earth's crust, and I identified a few with purple. So, you kind of see these huge pieces that are outlined, okay? Those are tectonic plates, these huge, huge pieces, okay? Kind of like a puzzle. Okay, that's a piece of the puzzle, that's a piece of the puzzle, that's a piece of the puzzle. All those pieces are tectonic plates. And a plate boundary is an area where 2 or more plates meet. So you see these lines that divide the plates. Those are called the boundaries, or the outlines. Those are boundaries where tectonic plates meet. Okay, I pointed out 2, but anywhere where you see a thick line, that is a boundary. And there are 3 types: divergent boundaries, convergent boundaries, transform boundaries. Okay? feel free to come back to this slide as you need, but this is some key vocab that you are responsible for knowing, but it's my job to let you know what they are. Your mission again is to understand how plates move at transform, divergent, and convergent plate boundaries. Use this link to describe how plates move at the different boundaries. So, here's the link, what it looks like. Mountain Maker, Earthshaker. So you get to this, it's not enough. You have to launch the application so that you can actually go inside. Okay? But we'll flip back and forth. Okay? So, plate boundaries, divergent boundaries. How do plates move at a divergent boundary? So, it looks like we have three choices: towards each other or push together. They move away from each other or they move apart, and they slide against each other, or kind of like this bottom one here. Okay, move away from each other, move apart is this middle, towards each other or push together is towards the top. So towards each other, arrows come together; away from each other, arrows move apart; slide against each other, they kind of slide in opposite directions. They slide past each other like scraping. Okay, well, let's find out. So, how do we figure this part out? Well, you have to click on arrows and you'll see different boundaries. Divergent boundary, a convergent boundary between oceanic and continental crust, convergent between continental crust, and a transform boundary. Remember, oceanic means part of the crust is underwater. So you see the water here, see the crust that's underwater, that's telling you it's an oceanic crust. Where continental is parts of crust that's under land. Okay, bigger pieces of land. Lakes don't count. Lakes, you would still consider that continental crust. So let's go to divergent boundaries. How do plates move at divergent boundaries? Or how do plates at divergent boundaries move? Okay, so let's read the first sentence. A divergent or spreading boundary occurs where two plates move apart. Okay. Magma or molten rock rises from the Earth's interior to fill the gap. Oh, okay. Well, that first sentence says it all. They move away from each other. So for the right answer, highlight it, underline it, bold it, delete the other answers. Whatever you want to do, that's a correct answer. Okay. And then identify the divergent boundary. How do they move? Well, if you look in this, you can click on the arrow and actually drag. You can drag the plate boundary. And see, we see arrows and they spread apart. Divergent boundaries move away from each other. And so what we do is we insert an arrow and then we have it go from our number 2 to the correct line. It's a little small, so if you can make it a little bit bigger, maybe make it the same color, but that is our divergent boundary. They're plates that move away from each other. I've identified it. Okay. You'll do the same thing for convergent boundaries and transform boundaries. That's your learning today. If you finish, feel free to turn it in today. If you need more time, that's fine. Contact me on my office hours if you need me. Have a fantastic day. Hope to see you all at some point this week, maybe during some of my conferences. Miss you guys. Hope you're all doing well. Take care.